Hi everyone, I'm Yuki from Kintone Asia sales team. Thank you for watching this video. Every month we release a new video on Kintone product updates. And today I'm going to talk about Kintone product updates of November with Peso, a Kintone business product manager. Hi Peso-san, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi Yuki.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, how about you?
I'm good, thank you.
Really? Do you have any updates around these days?
Yes, we released a new Kintone Asia website, and there is a lot of useful information about product and customer stories. So please take a look.
Wow, that's great.
Okay.
I think we only had the US and Japan.
Yes, but we released a new website for Kintone Asia, so Asia website.
Great.
Okay, so let's talk about product updates of November. Okay, and here is a list of product updates of November, and we released many updates on app setting. And what is the highlight?
Well, I think the top one, the administer notes, and also the few function update up against the action function. I think those two are the main big ones.
Oh, I see. So let's take a look at each one. First, so now we can use administrator nodes for a variety of purposes. And what is it about?
Okay, so I will ask you one question.
Okay.
I think you drag and drop many fields to make the data input, right? Yeah. And there are sometimes you want to place notes for the users, right? Where can you put that notes for the users right now?
I think there is nowhere to take notes on Kintone.
You pretend like you don't know anything.
Or top page.
Yeah, so we already have the label, right? Label field.
Yeah.
So we can put the notes like, for example, be careful, these below fields is only for the salesperson or something like that. So that will be a note for the user. And also we can have the app description. You can put that in the app top place. Yeah, in the view, so we can put that. So we already have a notes place for the users, but the problem was that there are sometimes notes that you want to only to be used by the administrator. For example, this field is used for customization, or maybe you want to take a notes like this app is made for this purpose and was changed in August, blah blah blah, or something like that. Those kind of notes. But we didn't have that note place. So this is the function that we add the app administrator notes. So when you go into the app setting, and right now you can see the icon and the app name. And below that, there are small space that goes, let's see, I can see notes for app administrator do not exist, create. So you can see the create button there. So once you put the create button, you can now edit and paste the notes that you want to place on. And if you save it, that note will be applied and will be shown like notes for app administrators.
Oh, I see. So this is a note place for administrators. Oh,
yes,
I see.
Exactly.
So even when an administrator leaves the company, so others can know what the app is for if we use this function.
Yes, exactly. It's more like I think it's more easy to understand what this app is for, right? If you see that. It's more notes for like a system management, like maintenance, and even the app template that you want to pass to the other person. Currently, we don't have that function right now, but we're going to update it and make this note to be inside the app template also.
Oh, I see. And are we planning to have another update related to this next month?
That's the update that I said right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So creating an app using an app template or using an app template with notes empty. So yeah, we will going to improve this.
Okay, thank you. So the next, we moved app group setting to app permission setting page. So can you explain this?
Yes. So most of the people know about many permissions of Kintone, right?
Yeah.
For like record permission, app permission, but there are also app group settings that you can set a group of app. Like this is for sales, or this is for like administrator, this is public, this is private. And so by using that, if you make that app belong to that app group, you don't have to configure each uh, permissions to each app if you put a proper permissions to the app group. And it's quite a do you think it was weird that this settings was inside the appearance place?
Yeah. I think app group setting is related to app permission rather than appearance.
Yes, exactly. So that's why we moved that place from the appearance to the app permissions place.
Oh, I see. So it allowed smoother transition.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe some of you might have already used to the place that it's inside the appearance. So we put a simple note that we moved the settings to the
great
the permission place. So I think you don't get wild about it.
Okay, great. So thank you. So let's move on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and next one. So we added new help links to dialog boxes. So what is this about?
So we already did a few updates that belongs to this. The reason for this update is to make the user easy to find what this setting is for. And currently we add into the many places, but we had few places that were left to put this help link. So we put it in appearance, color theme, webhooks, and Slack integration. We all put that help. So I think this is the final update about this. So please use this if you have any questions about the function when you do the settings.
In this recent months, we have been improving the accessibility to the help page. And finally, new help links were added to dialog boxes were added, so we can access to the right help page from anywhere. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so next. We added an easy way to copy a record within the same app using app actions.
Yes.
Can you explain?
Okay. First, can you explain about the updates against the actions this few months? What we did about it?
A few months.
Can you remember where we started from?
I forgot, though. I talk about updates every month. I forgot.
It's okay. It's quite old, so. All right. Well, let me explain. So the first point was that we had the reuse button, right?
Oh, that's
reuse
right.
The record, yeah. But there was a pain point that if you reuse the record and add the same one, it's like copying the record. There are times that you only want to put a certain field and make the other fields blank, because some of the fields are only used in that certain record and you don't want to copy it. But the copying function was copying all fields data. So it was really hard to do that. So now we already had an action function that can copy the record data to another app. And so we assist to use that. So we put many updates against the actions, like we can change the actions button places, and also we can, put many fields to the action. The action function was limited to the certain field, but we also expand that to be able to use music. So that was the few updates for the few months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I remember to reorder the buttons.
Yes. And then so what we did this month was that so we can use the action functions to the same app from the same app, right?
Yeah.
And to do that, if you go to the action setting, you will choose the app that you want to use the action to. So you can see in the screen that first of all, we put at the top that if you want to copy to the same app, that app will be in the top. So it will be very easy to find if you want to use the action button as a reuse function or the copy function. And after that, when you use an action, you had to relate which field to which. For example, if it's a customer name, if it's in a different app, maybe the field name is not customer name. Maybe it's like customer or just a name. So you always have to, relate those fields, which field to which field. But if it's the same app, you usually want to copy it in the same field, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we add this function. If you've used the target app as the same app, all the fields will be automatically be related.
Oh,
so you don't
great.
have to do each one by one relating. It's already done in the screen page.
Or it is convenient.
Yeah, so we have this add all function and also clear all function so that you can put that easy function. And also, of course, you can change it if you want.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I think by this function, it will be very, very useful. So if the people who doesn't know action function, you should definitely try it.
Okay. Yeah, when I first started to use app actions, I didn't know that we could copy a record within the same app. But now, yes, it is emphasized that we can not only copy a data to different app, but also within the same app. And it is getting more useful and convenient.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So let's move on to the next one. So we changed default value of available to everyone. So can you explain this?
Yes. So as we mentioned, we are enhancing the action function. And if you want to copy the record or send another places of the data, you usually don't want to use it by yourself, right? It's not usual. I think more of the usual. Yeah, I think more of the usual cases is that the people who can use the app can use that action function. So, but I don't know why, but usually you can see in the screen that you will set who can use this action button. It's like a permission, but the default value was always logged in user. So, for example, if I make the action button, my name will be set in here like peso, and then only I can use. And I can't notice why everyone, like Yuki says, like, I don't see any action button. Where is it? And I say, no, there it is. Like, and if I go into the permission pages, permission is all right. Yuki has all the permissions. I don't know why. And then you finally get into this place like, oh, there's a permission to the action. And I don't know why, but the initial value was me.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm a sales consultant, and I was often told by customers that so they set up app actions, others cannot access to the action buttons.
Yes. So that's why we changed it. We just changed it to the initial value to everyone. So of course you still can change that and set it to the certain people over our user, but we didn't know any good reason for setting the logged in user for the initial value. So
great. Okay. Thank you. So let's move on to the next. It's about form setting. We improved error messages while trying to set up related records and lookup. What is this about?
Yes. So have you ever seen this error?
Yeah, many error messages showed up. And yeah, I was surprised when I first saw this.
Yeah. So there's a function like related records and lookup. That's a function that you can make the apps and apps relationship. So you have to make a settings like which app to which app, which field to which field, and what conditions. And sometimes you miss that relation. Like you didn't make a relation to any app, or maybe you just miss the fields or anything like that. So when that happens, you see that this error, required fields, required fields, required fields. What's this? And go into settings and see required fields, what is it? You have no idea what to do.
Yeah.
So we changed it for course. And after that, it's more simple, easy error message. There's necessary settings are missing in some parts. And also if you go into the settings, it will tell how to set up those relationships and what you have to fix it. So it will be a lot more easier to find out why you couldn't use these fields.
Oh, great. Before the update, many error message showed up and it was not user friendly,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, but now we can find the error details, so it's easier to find the solution.
Mhm.
Great. Yeah, I'm happy with this update.
Me too.
Okay, so let's move on to the next. And I
Mhm.
think this is the last one.
Yeah.
Now we can open a link on the setting menu in a new tab or window. So can you explain the details?
Yes. So if you are very used to the computer or the browser, I think you will have like multi display or like many screens. And
Yeah.
there are times that you want to leave the screen with what you're looking and you want to open the link with another tab so that you can easily go back to the initial screen that
Yeah.
you were using. But and most of course, Kintones, most of the part you can do that. You can just, for example, it depends on the browser and the function you're using. But if you click the right button and go to Open New Tab, that will open a new tab. But for a certain point, like this settings menu, even if though you click that and try to open a new tab, you couldn't open it.
Oh, we couldn't open a link on the setting menu in a new
Yeah.
tab. Oh,
So that's why we changed it and make it be able to open in a new tab. So it's a very simple update, but maybe some of you might be very uh, happy with this update. And it has no, of course, effect to the initial user that using just click it will go to a link and saying that's the same. So I think it's just for the tips users who are very used to the browser service.
oh, I see. Yeah, if we open a link on the in the same tab, it takes a little time to go back to the previous page. And this update is simple, but it gets a little more convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you for your explanation.
Yep.
And yeah, and this is the end of today's video. And to our partners, if you have any question, please feel free to contact us on Kintone. And to our customers, if you have an interest in Kintone, please contact our partners in your country. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next month. Bye.
Bye.